then I believe I can start the recording. Excellent. Welcome back to the Mighty Nine, episode 7. Getting close to the end now. The end of the first season, anyway, which is not going to be able to resolve very much of anything. It's basically all been set up so far, more or less, which is fine and fair enough, on the assumption that more seasons are coming. Which I really hope so. I really do hope that Critical Role has the pull for that. I don't doubt it, but, I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Because it would suck if it was another situation where you get 1 or 2 seasons into something, and it's really good, and you love the characters, and then some motherfucker like Netflix goes, yeah, Amazon cancel after 2 seasons, blah, blah. It'll happen to the best of things these days, unfortunately. We can just enjoy them while they're here. If you haven't been along to one of my recordings of these things before, I don't know why you're starting with episode 7, but that's none of my business. I will not be showing the entire episode on screen to you directly because of, you can't get away with doing that kind of thing. So you'll have to have the episode on your own screen instead and stay in sync with me using the subtitles that'll be on the bottom of the screen over here, as well as the timestamp in the top left corner. Also, I'll give you a countdown, obviously. Whenever we're about to go, I say 3, 2, 1, go. And then whenever I need to yap about some shit, then I'll say 3, 2, 1. Pause, and we'll stay in sync. I'll stay in the same place, and we'll pause and start from the same place, and we'll stay in sync, and that's fine. Inconvenient for you, convenient for me, because I don't want to have to do too much work on this particular channel. I do enough of it for my other channels. If you want the more convenient way to watch these things, join the Discord. I post links to it sometimes, and you can watch it live, which is more convenient. Or else, if you're a member of the channel, you'll get access to a more convenient version of these recordings as well, which is easier to follow and deal with if you want to. It starts at $1 a month, so it's not exactly a high paywall. I've made it as low as I can. But if you don't want to do that, or if you don't have the money, yeah, no, fucking times are tough. Don't worry about it. You can just watch along this way at the cost of slight inconvenience. Let's watch episode 7. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Essek. Wizard War. I'm still so tickled with Wizard War. just honestly, just get Trent and the Queen together for a game of Magic the Gathering. And power goes. Vess, you cannot be stupid enough to imagine it won't be coming to you as well. Well. Oh, not even a clean stroke. Pathetic. Cold comfort. Yeah, no, you're not safe, Vess. What the fuck? By the way, I seem to feel like I recognize the fellow in the back there. 3, 2, 1, pause. I see there was a shot of... Do I recognize you? You look vaguely similar to the fellow in the illusion that we saw with our dear barbarian a minute ago. I think maybe we recognize... Chat seems to recognize him, so that's good enough for me. Like, I do wonder about Vess. Like, does Vess imagine that she can get away with... Like, that she's not next on his kill list? Does she imagine that she's, like, not the next victim that he's, like, eyeing? As we talked about, the boot always comes down. Whatever I please, I imagine. Yeah. The boot always comes down. The king is on the list. You're going to be as well, Vess, because you have power, and power is a threat to him. Oh, dear. Look how they eat themselves. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Wizard War! Wizard War! Oh, boy. But yeah, the Empire now is like, they've killed the leader of the Cobalt Soul, executed her in order to gain control over the institution and replace his leadership with, you know, loyal toadies or whatever. And that's a thing, like, again, like, sort of bring it back to fascism. It's like, fascists do this as well. They hollow out institutions, they replace everyone who's competent with people who are loyal, and eventually the institutions begin to break down because everyone's just moving towards their own advantage, right? Well, yeah, a heist is a good way to get the party in there. Someone you know is probably dead. Yeah, safe. You're definitely safe here. Safe. Everyone's safe right now. Okay, so we're splitting the party now. So we're splitting the party now, and then circumstances will definitely conspire to shake them all back together again. Ooh, good backgrounds. Oh, are we gonna go for the cat again? How long is it gonna last this time? Three, two, one, pause. Just gonna hold it here. Yeah, because especially like Caleb, now that he's been exposed, right? Like now that they know that he's alive, he knows that they know that he's alive. He knows that they're going to be coming for him, right? He knows he's not safe. He knows that anyone who's close to him is going to be a target as well. And so for him, the party splitting up was like, oh, good, excellent. I won't take anyone else down with me, right? And it definitely frustrated him that Nott was not willing to leave him behind like that. Which is understandable, right? It's that thing of he still has a lot of shame, right? Like I think he's like, I don't think he has this vibe of like, I'm taking Trent down because it's the right thing, so much as it's like a sort of slightly suicidal impulse of, at least if I can take him down, maybe that'll take some of my sins with him. That's my sense of Caleb's mindset anyway. Like, insofar as he's willing to go after Trent, it's because, like, maybe, if I can do something to fuck him up, maybe then, you know, when I die, it'll be for something that matters, and I won't hurt anyone else who's, like, not a horrible former murder wizard the way that I am. That's my sense of him anyway. And Nott is rather throwing a wrench into those gears. Indeed, the whole party is. Like, because Nott gives him something to live for, in the same way that he has given Nott something to live for. Now there's a reason to survive, right? Like, now there's people to be there for. And that can be difficult to deal with. Mr. Trust Issues. Well, let's see that cat. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, a full summoning. Not just an image. Ah, well, yeah, he's planning to ditch her. Suicide mission, yeah. Nott is gonna come back, and he's gonna... he leaves her a bottle. Doubtful. Ooh, that background is gorgeous. Ooh, are we gonna get more titties this episode? With the flowers and everything and the soft golden light. With the flower petals and everything. Ah, very good. 3, 2, 1, pause. Ah, boy, if you want to swallow that thing, you really got to loosen up your throat, buddy. If you'd stay with Jester, I'm sure there'd be someone at the brothel who could teach you. curious what this, like, insofar as she's lucid, what's she gonna do with that knowledge? She used to be quite the powerful fighter. Really want to have a look at this one. God, that's a pretty background. That is really pretty. Just the line work on this, like, look at that. It's not like they're not rendering every tile of the roof, but you can see like the way they use like these overlapping scribble lines to give the implication of like roof tiles. These fucking gates too, or the fences. It's like a lot of work went into just making these fence posts for the foreground that are just going to be blurry for one shot and then go away forever. Such like it's the other thing, like we talked about before, like managing managing values in terms of composition, right? Like using light to guide the eyes. So we have like this blotch of golden light here guiding our eyes to our main characters. We have like the darker values on the gates and the flowers and all this out in front to sort of create like, and it creates so much depth in the scene, right? Like the fact that you have this sort of slightly hazy set of like slightly washed out colors in the back, and then they get like darker, more concrete, higher contrast as you get closer. Like there's such a good depth, there's such a good sense of scale and like three-dimensionality to this background because of it, because they're managing like the values and the composition really well. And then classic, right? Like we have a boundary between light and shadow. Jester happily up on the stairs in the sunlight, Ford retreating towards the shadows, right? Because, you know, cleric and warlock, because he has some kind of shadowy like something that pulls him out and away from the light. His cowardice, for one thing, but also like his uncertainty, insecurity about who he is and what he's supposed to do. And again, the composition, lots of good stuff in the foreground, like dark values, light values, moving inwards, guiding the eye. It's just gorgeous background work and good cinematography. And then as we get into the right, kiss, kiss, fall in love, ba-da-da. Fully going in for the like fucking romantasy anime thing, right? Like they know what they're with the fucking petals and like the teardrops that sort of fly away in the air while glowing, so like fully leaning into the anime of it all, the melodrama, the romance of it. I appreciate that. I think that's very fun. And a lovely little rustling animation for the plants in the foreground there as well. Dramatic flower petals. Oh my god. That's so good. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, they can. She's still better at the ninja stuff. Go get yourself a new costume, Bo. Character design update. 3, 2, 1. Pause. I need to look at that room. Yeah, goddamn, what a good background. Again, the basics. Light guiding the eye. Fucking the dilapidation. Fucking black mold around the corners or whatever. What a good room. What a good depiction of squalor. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, mirrors. Yeah. Addiction. Oh, another good background. Holy shit. Like the detail of the ears flattening when she senses something. Three, two, one, pause. I like that too. You see the use of the highlight as she turns her eyes under the literally to highlight her eyes to again light guides the vision, but the way that it makes it looks like her eyes are glowing a little bit under the hood, very dramatic, very cool. Let me just get another look at that. Yeah, again, such good management of lots of they do that a lot, lots of foreground elements for the parallax to give more depth to the space, but also just look at the fucking rendering on this shit. And these fucking bottles in the background, someone painted in all the highlights all the way up and down them. Damn. I want to go to that city. I want to want. I mean, maybe not when it's doing a magic super weapon war or whatever, but fucking looks like a gorgeous place just to wander around. Probably smells pretty bad, being medieval tech level and all, but still. Let the past stay in the past, eh, Molly Mock? Let's let the past stay in the past. Oh dear. Can't leave well enough alone, can we, Lucian? 3, 2, 1, go. Feels a little trap-like, doesn't it? Oh, wow. Well, that looks bad. Yeah, from evil. Protect. All of them present in the scene. Very good. Three, two, one, pause. Fuck me, look at that house. Fuck me, look at that house. That's pornographic. Holy shit. And again, like if we zoom out here, pay attention to the values. Pay attention to, like, light contrast, like, leading the eye. This is the brightest object in the scene, but it's also the most colorful, right? The building right next to it might as well have been put through a grayscale filter, because this building, right? Like, this is the building. This is the... And not just to guide the eye for the viewer, but also, like, clearly this building is designed to stand out. It's designed to be rah, flash, right? It's such a good way to present a location. Fuck me, that looks good. It's demonstrative in that way. Anyway. 3, 2, 1, go. Fucking Andoril hanging up on the wall there. I know that voice. Ah, God, I do love a good D&D secondary character. uh, aha, well. I'm sure you were wild indeed. Man, I can't stop for every single fucking background, but I want to. Are the candles dicks? Oh my god. Don't pause, by the way. Hey, cultists! We love a good set of cultists. Hmm. 3, 2, 1. Pause. I had an art teacher once. One of the things he would tell the class many times was, like, and we were talking about landscape painting and drawing, as like, the perspective is how much shit you put in front of other shit. Was how he put it. Basically, if you want a sense of depth, if you want a sense of like volume in an image, just like it's your ability to put things in front of other things, but without destroying the like, because you can just put a million things in front of anything, and then all you have is visual noise. But the ability to put many things in front of other things, that's what creates depth. That's what creates a sense of space in any space, whether that's like a giant field with like sunflowers and fucking whatever, or it's a room. Like, how big is the room? How small is the room? How cramped is the room? How spacious is the room? How luxurious? Like, all of that comes down to, like, can you layer your scene? Can you create layers in the scene? And this, again, is one of those things you can pay attention to when you watch certain kinds of animation. Is like, a lot of animation interiors are basically, yeah, there's a room and there's a bunch of stuff in the room, but it never gets to get in the way of anything, right? It never gets to get in front of things. It never gets to be something that characters have to walk around or avoid or get around. It's just stuff is there, but it's never allowed to be in front of shit. It's never allowed to obscure things. It's never allowed to take up space in that way. And so those rooms tend to feel like very empty stages, right? Whereas this, instantly, because there's just shit in front of other shit, because stuff is obscured and things intersect with each other, you get much more that sense of depth of room, right? Dick candles and cupcakes. I mean, we've all had Sunday nights like that. They're really laying on the... It really is almost like an art style shift. This feels much more like they're specifically... Again, like they're emulating a sort of retro anime OVA aesthetic a little bit with all of this glow. And also just with the way that Jester is rendered here. Stylistically feels a little bit more along the lines of something a bit more anime kawaii. Which might just come down to the board artist for this particular shot, but this particular series of shots. I like the way, by the way, they animate her mouth here. Because like a 3/4 view like this, with the lip flaps, it's tempting just to kind of do lip flaps. But like they really do render like the 3-dimensionality of her mouth, that there's cheek beyond it, rather than, like, that's a thing, again, you'll see in some animation where they just kind of open a thing or render the mouth as like a sort of flat texture Sonic style on the side of the face. But here they're like really leaning into the 3-dimensionality of it in a way that I find very appealing. Again, good narrative parallels, right? Like both Ford and Jester are trying to contact their their divine patrons, right? They are both trying to figure out what the fuck, like, what is my relationship to this divinity that is so important to my life somehow. For Ford, rather accidentally. For Jester, very intentionally. But they are both experiencing like these moments of like religious seeking from, you know, from different ends of the spectrum. And it's nice to see Jester get to express some legitimate anger and frustration. Literally a shattered self-image, right? Like, you get it. It's like, oh, right, this image of she had of who she is and where she is and what her place is in the world is being broken into a bunch of little pieces, and she's trying to put them back together. And it's nice to see her act out in a way that is very childish. Pity for these lovely cakes, though. It's beautifully rendered, all of this. Like, really gorgeous with the light and everything on it, and then it just kind of has to, oh well. Oh well. I bet they were all way too sweet anyway. Not sure that's going to make you popular with your new host. I wonder what she's going to do, though. Fucking gorgeous with the lighting here. Three, two, one, go. Oh yeah, sure, you want to go further that direction. Needs a little more from you, just a little more. Just a little. You don't need that blood inside of you anyway, right? Oh, hey, it's your book. Probably. Also you. Yeah, the glow effects on everything here. Beautiful. Honestly, not an unreasonable objection. Seriously, like, it's... You could present it in any other way, you know? Does it have to be the killing when they're awake? Can they not just... Do you not have sedatives? Oh, that's a little evil. That's a little mean. I was like, again, it's like, does it have to be with the dagger while they're awake? Do you not have sedatives? Surely. We all have to lose our parents, but it doesn't have to be, you know. Oh, God, she's fucking hardcore, man. Oh, my. Oh, no. Maybe you need Essek a little bit after all, huh? 3, 2, 1, pause. I wanted to do something, but I got distracted. What was I doing? Like, seriously, I don't really, like, Essek's objection is like, why does it have to be with the dagger? Like, my God. They're really, like, you can see they concentrated some production budget in this episode. Because they're like really playing it up with the lighting everywhere in this episode. Yeah, like the fucking glow effects on the side of the blood and everything. Dutch angle. Fucking. Look at this. Look at the fucking light painting they've done over the top of this, whatever this horrible Eldritch monument is. They put some fucking production time into this one. But yeah, they're doing some really nice soft glow effects. They really are. Like, lots of dramatic lighting everywhere here. Is he walking, by the way? Or is he floating? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, no, he's floating. He is floating. Still floating. I like that, again, as I talked about. Like, I like that as an aspect of his character, that he's so... this determination of his not to be bound to the ground, right? Which, again, you could read as synecdoche for his, like, he refuses to be bound by the reality that he's going to lose his mom, right? That people are going to die away from him, that there's going to be loss in his life. He's not willing to accept it because there has to be a way, like, there has to be a way to break free of the rules. There has to be a way to break free of the reality of the world. There has to be a way to, like, ascend beyond this, right? Like, again, which is not necessarily a wrong impulse. He has a scientist's heart, the poor boy, but like as an expression of who he is as a character, right? Like this refusal to be bound to dogma, to be bound to, you know, expressed in his tendency to float everywhere he goes, which no one else does, right? It's not like everyone else is floating too. It's like, it's just him. It's like such a specific choice for him. And like, she's fucking hardcore, because like she like, this whole thing is like, oh no, I'm gonna make you stab me to death after I give you the mission, right? Like, this is the thing you must do for me, right? This is the thing you must, like, on her deathbed, where after, like, it's a command that's hard to ignore, right? Like, she has engineered a situation where she gives him his job, she gives him his path, and it's like, what, are you gonna not do it? Are you sure about that? after how this was granted to you, like, emotionally, can you let go of that as the new purpose in your life? She's removing herself, right? Like, she knows that so long as she's around and so long as she has her illness, he's never gonna give up hope that he can cure her, right? He's never gonna give up the idea that he could find a way to cure her of her illness. He's always going to have that first in his mind. So long as she's around, she's shackling him to that. So she's trying to set him free of his obligation to her in that sense, right? And she's trying to remove this consideration from his list of options. There's no longer an option of bringing your mom back. She's gone now. You need to make decisions that are not about her, right? So she's trying to set mommy's boy free of his mommy complex, right? You can't save her anymore. Now she's gone. Now you have to make adult decisions instead of childish ones, right? And then at the same time, as she's freeing him of like this childish obligation to her, she's very much laying an obligation on him, right? And it's this catch-22, right? If you want to keep being a mama's boy, you have to do what she asks, right? If you want to hold on to the memory of her, if you want to hold on to your relationship with her, you have to do what she told you to do. You have to find a way to get the beacon back. She's ruthlessly manipulating him to save his life, right? Like, presumably this is the deal that she's cut, is like, she'll go to her death and she'll charge him with the retrieval of the beacon, and that'll keep Essek alive, right? Like that'll give him a chance to survive. But it's also like a ruthless calculation. It's a ruthless calculation from a woman who's like, yeah, she has her senility moments, right? But, and I do like that. Like, I like that her story, Deirta's story, wasn't just one of being this passive receptacle for her son's neuroses, right? Like, it wasn't just, oh, she's the sad damsel in distress that he's trying to... Like, no. She takes some fucking action here. Like, she makes some fucking decisions about how shit... Like, she's like, no, you're not going to determine how shit is going to go. It's not just your fucking neurotic weirdness that's going to... I'm going to make some fucking plays here. I'm going to take some fucking control over the narrative here for a second. I'm going to die, but I'm going to leave shockwaves in my wake. I do like that a lot, that we get to see her as she probably was for most of her life, like before the illness came and took something of her away. It's like, hey, guess who's stabbing me to death today? Fucking, like, God. Ruthless. Like, in her mind, probably necessary, right? Like, it's like something does need to push Essek out of his childish obsession with, like, not losing his mom. Because it's like, we don't all have a magical artifact that preserves the souls of the dead around to sort of give us false hope, but we're all going to lose our parents. Like, in an ideal world, we will die long after our parents, right? Like they go first and then we go later. That's how our parents would certainly want things to go. But it's like, that you have to face up to it, is you're gonna lose your parents. For some people, that's a relief. For some people, that's the entire world coming apart. But that's the reality of life, is that's gonna happen eventually. There's no way around it. You can bargain with it, you can plead with it, you can have a magical artifact that lets you live 5,000 lives or whatever, but it's gonna come for you, right? There is no forever. There is the life you're given and the time that you have, and that's all. And she's forcing him to confront that reality, like, very, very directly. Like, holy shit. Sky, I'm not ready to confront that. I'm not either. I'm not gonna be. I will never be ready to lose my parents. Never. It's never gonna happen. No one ever really is. But that's the life we are in. Those are the circumstances. That is the human condition. It doesn't care if you're ready. It's like, god damn, man. There's a way to force your mommy's boy to grow up. Like that, oh boy. It's very much like you're gonna grow up now. Cause we're pushing you out of the nest, kiddo. Like, just like, I don't know if you've learned how to fly yet, but I sure hope so. Yoink! Cause like, literally, like, okay, you can do better than that. No. Stab properly. Holy shit. It's like, you weren't quite all the way through my heart there. And she doesn't even fucking flinch. Badass. Like, I gotta, like, fucking respect to Deitra. Hella respect for Elf MILF. I will say, like, goddamn. That's going out on a bang. That's fucking... That is going out with some fucking force behind it. Like, holy shit. Note going gentle into that good fucking night. For her. And it really is like the whole plot, the entire plot of this season could have been avoided if they just gave people sedatives. If he hadn't been so traumatized by the idea of like ritualized society-wide killings, if it had just been like, oh yeah, when it's time to go, we'll give you some sedatives, you'll get to sleep in your house next to your friends and family, or like maybe you have to go to the ritual hospital or fucking whatever where the orb, where the relic is, and it'll be nice, it'll be peaceful, it'll be gentle, and little dumb children on their first life won't be massively traumatized by the idea that they're going to have to stab their loved ones to death. Like, if you just hadn't made it that brutal, he probably wouldn't have been so scared of it. Why does it have to be ritual sacrifice? Oh my god. It really is that thing of like, I'm sure that makes religious sense to them, but like, come on, man. You can't be surprised that someone would freak out about it. And literally the thing that happens, right? The thing that he's been... And we talked about this in the first episode with Essek. For him, part of what he's doing is trying to control his mother also, right? Like, there is like this... He's a mama's boy, but there's also like a toxic controlling codependency in there, in that he's not willing to let her die on her own terms, right? Deitra knows that she has the disease. She knows it's going to kill her. And she has decided that this is how she wants her life to end, right? And he's like, but no, you're not allowed to make that decision about how you want to die. And so this scene is also like, she's also very much taking control of her life back from Essek, right? Like, you can't control me. You can't control my body. You can't control where and when I go or how I die, right? You cannot control your mother. She's not a thing that you can own. She's not subject to just your scientific calculations. She's a person. She makes her own decisions. And sorry, baby boy, but you're going to have to live with that. Her soul is not for you to hold, right? Like, this is not something for you to control. So it is a badass fucking death scene. Where she really fucking just takes charge of shit. And imparts like a final lesson as a parent. I don't know how well Essek is going to learn it. I don't know necessarily that he's going to respond very well to any of this. But she's giving it a good shot. As she said, he's on his first life, right? Like, that's also the alienation, right? Is that she's been alive for like 5,000 lifetimes or whatever the fuck, and she's also an elf, so God knows how long that was. So her perspective on what death is and what death means is completely alien to him, right? He cannot understand it because he's never been through it, right? He's never been through the process of reincarnation. He's never been through any of it. So of course he can't understand it. Of course, it's like more horrifying to him, and of course, she's sort of alienated from a full understanding of that. Like, of course, there's a rift between them. And then the little, oh hey, we know what the nosebleed means. Whoopsie doopsie. I have to imagine that the theft of the relic has something to do with that, at the very least. Like, the more the relic is used as a weapon, the more it consumes. I don't know, the more it corrupts the souls that are touched by it, the more it eats of the life force of those who are consecuted or whatever. I don't know. But I do like the little twist that, like, oh, hey, it's not just Deitra. What a gerontocracy this society must be also, by the way. What a gerontocracy. Like, because presumably, like, whoever has lived more lifetimes, whoever gets to be older, will get to accrue more skills, more resources, more power, more everything. So, like, the people who run this society must be old as fuck. Like, just like, yo, we all, like, it's bad enough when we have old people running the shit. How about people who've been old, like, 500 times and have gotten really good at being old? Gerontocracy really is. So is Bo about to get into a fight or a different kind of physical confrontation? I guess we'll find out. 3, 2, 1, go. That's flirting. That's flirting, you moron. Oh, well, yeah, no, okay, she got it. She understood. The importance of taking baths sometimes. I do like that the episode is making a point of that. Like, hey, maybe y'all should fucking have a shower at some point. How drunk are you? Yeah, okay. Hmm. 3, 2, 1, pause. Be honest, chat. How many of you would that have worked on? Be honest. Be honest. I do like that they're making a point of the fact that they haven't showered. I do like that. That's funny. And then there's this scene. Yeah, Caleb isn't the only one who's being kind of suicidal. Again, it's a codependent dynamic, right? Caleb gave Nott something to live for. Nott is giving Caleb something to live for. And Caleb doesn't like that very much because he's sort of determined to kill himself trying to take down Trent. And now, with the thing that she has attached herself to gone, Nott has sort of spiraled, right? Which is, because she attached quite a lot of herself to Caleb, to being his caretaker, right? Like, to making him a great wizard. And now, without that, there's nothing else. Because internally, she doesn't have that sense of self. Internally, her sense of self is shame, right? Shame and humiliation and self-hate. Deep, deep, deep self-hate. And of course, the alcohol. And it's this thing of, like, it's not necessarily healthy to have, like, one person upon whom you depend for your whole sense of self and your capacity to, take care of yourself or see a reason for living, that's not necessarily a good place to be as a person, but when it's all you have, it's all you have. Like, it effectively feels like she's trying to commit suicide by cop, right? Like, this is not something that she's doing with the expectation that she'll come out of it unharmed or even alive. Like she said, finding a ditch to die in. And she's drunk, right? Like, and it's impulsive, but it's total self-destruction. How lucky that Jester was there. And much in the same way, right, like that Caleb had to protect Nott a lot from the sort of consequences of her drunken lashing out, Jester immediately sort of takes on that duty, right? Like protecting Nott from the worst consequences of her self-destruction. And it is like it's a familiar thing. If you've ever been bullied, hated, you're marginalized, right? Like if you've ever been subject to a really ugly negative stereotype that other people sort of shove in your face, or even like not even necessarily stereotype, but if other people have this intractable idea of you that they refuse to let go of no matter what you do to try and prove them wrong, at some point pretty much everyone comes to the point where it's like, well, okay, if everyone thinks I'm like this, then I might as well just be like that. Instead of constantly working and like putting so much of myself into trying to prove people wrong over and over again, only for the prejudice, right? Like the bias, the preconceived notion to reassert itself, and everyone always will only ever see me this way. So why the fuck should I try and prove anyone wrong? Why should I even make the effort to not be exactly? And it's a familiar thing. Like that's a realistic psychology. If you tell someone that they are something often enough, and if you enforce that stereotype, especially if you enforce it with violence, eventually people will live up to it because at some point, like, what the fuck else are they supposed to do, right? At some point, that's the expectation that you're laying on them, and people have a tendency to live up to expectations. And that can happen in many, many, many different ways, right? Like, it's certainly, like, I know it's common for us with ADHD is we start out as gifted kids because our brains are fast and we fixate on new things. And, like, in school, it's all new and you can sort of, like, you can fixate, you could get really good at some shit and you can get a lot of validation. And then by the time you hit high school, the time it becomes really rote, you sort of start to flame out and your interests don't align with what an academic institution wants from you. And then you get this, well, if only you would apply yourself a little bit more. Like, honestly, sometimes it seems like you're a bit lazy. Sometimes it seems like you're just not making the effort. Sometimes it seems like you're just not paying attention. And when you hear that 15 billion times from teachers and from parents and from, like, fucking every authority figure around you that, oh, if only you paid a bit more attention, if only you applied yourself a bit more, it seems like you're a bit lazy, like you just don't want. It's not uncommon for people with ADHD to sort of flame out on that and go, well, okay, Jesus fucking Christ, fuck you then. Like, why should I give a shit? Right? Because at some point it becomes exhausting to try and prove people wrong, right? Especially, like, in ADHD case, when you have a neurodivergence that makes it so that an academic setting is just not good for you, right? Like, it's it's not a healthy place for your brain to be when you're expected to repeat the same thing over and over again, like existing these rigid structures. Things like it's like, yeah, that the way that we conform to people's worst expectations of us when those expectations are enforced with violence, especially as they presumably will have been against Nott, right? Like she didn't get that self-image from herself. She got it from other people responding to her exactly the way that they're responding, right? Nott didn't have to be yelling and shouting and barking for people to respond to her that way. That shit is baked into society. That people hate and despise goblins just for being. Right? That racism is just baked in there. And like, it's not just people giving her disgusted looks. Like, that shit comes with violence in 1,000 overt and not so overt ways. 100 million microaggressions, right? Every single day. Like, of course she fucking... Of course she ended up like this. Like, what the fuck else was gonna happen to her? Especially having to face it pretty much alone. Yeah, and you weren't helping either, Ford, by the way. You can have as sculpted of an ass as you like. We will not forget that. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, do that in the middle of a crowded city, Ford. That'll no negative consequences. Whee! Ooh. 3, 2, 1, pause. I did know I should just wait until the scene is over, but I need... Hang on. Props to the lighting and effects people on this shot. Look at that. Like, that slow spread of the shadow, like, completely ignoring the lighting conditions of the actual room until we get to, like, this edge lit. What a good way to show the change. That's very cool. And also, like, they're doing the dolly zoom thing where you can see, like, the character is growing in frame while the background gets further away. That's, like, sort of classic way effect to sort of show unreality setting in. Cool. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow! Oh, boy. Food, I guess. 3, 2, 1, pause. Yeah, like, they're really fucking... going for it with the effects work. Like, look at the way like the shadows lengthen on the barnacles. Little things like that. Just strategically, just the tentacle is just barely there to cover the crotch before the camera makes it up there. Well done. Don't get horny about this, chat, by the way. You're not allowed to get horny. It's forbidden. It's forbidden to get horny about these tentacles. It's very forbidden. You'll go to jail for it, you know, horny jail. It's a good question from Fort. Consume what exactly? The answer, I suppose, being everything. I like the way that those eyes, like, they all converge on him like that. Not gonna show the gore too much, because of, well, people on YouTube can still see this, but very single-minded directive. Curious. It looks like it's definitely like an old one, right? Like, it's definitely like an Elder God kind of situation with all the eyes and tentacles going on. I wonder which one. Like, if it's like, because I think the setting for this is original, right? Like, it's Exandria is what it's called, I think. Or was that for the previous campaign? Yeah, so it's an original setting. Presumably it has its own original gods. The patron does not give complicated instructions. Yeah, it doesn't. It's like, it's very simple, right? Like, seek, learn, grow, consume, right? Like, just essentially the ideology of a cancer cell. Which is interesting. I do wonder if the god is going to be shown to have any more depth than that, or if it really is just, it'll be happy so long. Because what Vandren, the ghost of Vandren, expressed is he has all this power. Why aren't you doing more with it? Why aren't you making your power real? Why aren't you causing your power to make things happen in the world? Right? Which is a sort of, which gestures towards or implies the idea that what the god fundamentally wants is, like, learn, grow, change, right? Like, learn, grow, consume, go through life, right? Like, make an impact, take action, right? Cause stuff to happen. And it's not necessarily a direction, like, of cause specific things to happen, just, like, fucking make some shit happen in the world. Which, like, okay, that's an interesting idea. As the commandment from a warlock patron, it's just like, fucking do shit. Just fucking make some shit happen. And grow stronger, right? Like, grow stronger and have experiences and grow stronger by them. Now that Ford has had a direct encounter with it, though, how is that going to change him, I wonder? Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, there'll be no consequences for this. Oh, right. Priests have spells. Was that hold person, I guess? Oh, you probably shouldn't have set it on fire. Seriously, setting the building on fire is maybe a little far. Well, you still get your cleric powers from somewhere. This is sort of the animating impulse of this Discord server. 3, 2, 1, pause. Again, I know like we've been over the backgrounds, you know already. Cool god design, having a globe for a head, I guess, or something. But then all these spikes through it. Is that a halo of light, or is that like a promise of violence? Who knows? Mostly just wanted to get a look at that hold person spell, which I assume is what it is. I do like that the priests have powers. I do like that, like... I mean, she's getting her cleric powers from somewhere, right? Like, unless she's a... Theoretically, she could be a paladin whose oath to the Traveler is just, like, giving her... But, like... I don't know that there is a cleric... Like, I don't know that there is a paladin oath that gives you, like... minor illusion image thing. Probably there is. Seems like it should be trickery domain, right? What with the pranking and everything? Seriously, though, burning the whole thing, like, causing a huge fire is like, that's maybe taking it a little far. I am curious about the Traveler. Like, I hope we'll get to know something more about what it is and the nature of it. Because, like, given that she's pretty much the only one who knows about this god, it might just be a really obscure god that just doesn't have a lot of power to manifest in general. Or it might be a local god, a deity whose portfolio includes, like, her hometown, but really wasn't empowered to do much outside of there. Who knows? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, well, yeah, that's all he needs. 3, 2, 1, pause. Another gorgeous background, but I do like that from like for everyone else is like these like sort of dark night of the soul or like having to go through all this like oh shit, and Mollywog is like, yeah, I saw a sign, fine, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, right, okay, a sign, literally a sign, fine, I'll go. I do like that. He's a fortune teller, right? Like, so he sees the signs. All right. Let's see what's up with Astrid. 3, 2, 1, go. I saw the cat, by the way. Oh, hey, so did Astrid. I do love me a good familiar. So Caleb presumably is smart enough to have some kind of plan here. Or maybe not. Nah, he probably has something. Is that your only objection? Three, 2, 1, pause. God damn, that background too. Interesting. There's two things I notice here. You hear for him, from Master, he must be stopped. He's stronger than when you left. It's interesting that that's the objection. Right? The objection isn't how dare you. The objection isn't you. Well, you know he's our master. We need him, or he's a genius who's going to lead the country to great. That's none of that is the objection. The objection is just, well, he's too powerful. He's too strong. You can't. He too strong. Can't do it. It's interesting to me that that is her first objection. Not that she doesn't want to. Not that she's dedicated to him. Not that she's like horrified at the idea, but just can't. Too powerful. He's too strong. You don't have a chance to do it. That is interesting to me. That is Astrid's objection. And then there's the resentment, right? You don't get to say things like that. You haven't been here. You haven't had to do what we've done. which is resentment, right? Like this scene is resentment of you ran away, you got out, we had to stay, right? Which is the other thing. And that sounds like both that's the resentment of a spurned lover, right? Like someone who feels abandoned by him. It also feels like there's a bit of jealousy in there, right? He got out, he got away. We're stuck having to be this forever. We have to be Volstrakka forever. We cannot escape Trent. We cannot escape this. We are stuck here, and we don't have the option of getting out. But you do, so you better fucking take it, right? You better fucking get away. That speaks to me of, like, cult members, yeah, but not ideologically dedicated cult members. Like, it doesn't sound like they believe Trent is someone who will, like, lead the world into a golden new order. It sounds like they're like, we don't have any other choice, right? Like, we have opted into this. We are so far into this that there's no way out for us. We can't leave. Like, we could never escape. We can't go against him. But there's this resentment that Bren found a way out. And they're trying to push him to take it, right? Like, run away, never come back, live a life, be away from this. They are, like they say, we owe you a life. Even as it's tinged with this resentment. Running away was your best talent, right? Like, we have to stay here and be stuck in this. We have to deal with the consequences of our actions. But you can fuck off. It's this peculiar mixture of, like, jealousy, resentment, and what feels like genuine love. Like a genuine care for him. Even sort of in spite. I am curious about that. I wonder how that's going to play. Because again, like I said, there's only really the tropes, right? Like the typical shape of a narrative like this is either at some point Trent engineers a situation where Astrid and Aedwulf have to kill Caleb, or else they die and they choose to die for him, or a situation is engineered where Caleb has to kill or seriously hurt Astrid and Aedwulf, and that's the only way to free them, right? Like, that's how the tropes of it go. The rarer one is genuine, like, that they actually find the strength to rebel and that they survive it, and then have to live with the consequences of it, right? Like, that they have done all these horrible things that are going to haunt them forever. And that they're going to have to live with that for all time. Again, just really, the environment design of the empires relative to each other is such a strong, good contrast. It really is. It's good environmental storytelling. The empire, it's an empire of sunlight and one of like eternal night, right? It's an empire of science, a scientific inquiry into the mysteries of the religious, and then it's a religious empire in which the relic is a thing not to be tampered with or, or fucked with. The environmental design of how the empires are contrasted is really good. Like, because you get a sense of, like, okay, this is why they are at odds, right? Like, yes, they have fundamentally incompatible ways of seeing the world, of being in the world. So, of course, conflict is going to erupt from that, along with, the usual power politics and shit. Anyway, let's see what horrible thing is about to happen next. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, he has. Oh, Essek. Ah. Yeah. Sure, that's what he's gonna do with it. That's not gonna do it. Or maybe it is. Nine. Yeah, called it. I saw it coming from a mile away. Oh, you never want to hear that. Ooh, cool animation. Oh, good! A secondary villain! And it seems like it might be connected to Molly. Great! Wonderful! Secondary villain! Love to have a secondary villain. Fun little interjections with the pirate and his shit. A fun little interjection of sci-fi aesthetic, right? Wireframes, 3D hologram projections. And then this significant figure. And this is where we get into like the eyes, right? So we have eyes as a recurring signifier in the shit that's going on with Molly Mock in wizard lady with her book here. And then we have it with Ford and his patron. And I wonder if those eyes have any connection or if they are completely separate. Because, like, the patron's eyes and their eye signifiers big and round, or else sloped and kind of sharp. The eyes that are associated with this stuff, much more angular. So one wonders if there's a connection between the eye iconography there, or if it's just two different eldritch entities that sort of have... Because, like, it's not like eyes are that uncommon as sigils and signifiers of... It's just, that looks rather like exactly what... Yeah, that looks like the eye that Mollymock has. It doesn't have the slit pupil. It doesn't have the sharpness that we get on Ford's business. Which makes me feel like it's two different powers. But certainly this shit is connected to Mollymock. That much feels clear. Oh dear. Well, you know... No one... A secondary villain showing up never hurt anyone. Except for all the people they're gonna hurt. It really is this thing of, like, this is episode 7, right? Like, and episode 8 is going to be the last one of the season. First of all, like, the climax then has to be the festival, right? Like, where they attempt to steal the artifact. One assumes, like, again, one of two possible outcomes. Either they succeed at stealing the artifact, and now they have a huge problem because everyone on Earth is chasing them for the artifact. Or else they fail at stealing the artifact, and stakes escalate. Like, maybe their attempted theft at the artifact provides the cover for the death of the king, where the Mighty Nine are framed for murdering the emperor, or the king, and that's how Trent takes over, for example. Like, that would be a way to do it. But it does mean that we're not going to see much conclusion, but, like, and we knew this, I've talked about it before, it really is a thing of, like, I do feel like at the end of the season, I'm going to have a sense of elation and investment, and also disappointment that nothing really got resolved. It's a whole season of just putting the team together, right? Which, you know, it's a little bit Surf Dracula in that way. Let's IMDb some names. Sherry's Booth. Let's see. Is this the right person? It looks like it. Yes. Okay. Oh, here's another long credits list going all the way back to 2004. Damn. With The Wool Cap, a TV movie. Gossip Girl for an episode. Law and Order Special Victims Unit. The Good Wife. Guild Wars 2 as several voices. Let's see. Some series I don't know much of anything about. Lego's Marvel Avengers XCOM 2 as one of the soldier voices. Overwatch a Sojourn. It's Sojourn. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens as additional voices. NCIS, Agents of Mayhem, XCOM 2. Voltron, The Blacklist. Oh, cool. Kung Fu Panda Paws of Destiny. Fast and Furious Crossroads, a video game apparently. Crash Bandicoot 4. The Resident. A Jurassic World game, rather. Or a TV series. Aha. Diablo 2 Resurrected, Horizon Forbidden West as Phaneira and Gira. Okay, cool. Guild Wars 2, The Good Doctor, Westworld. Return to Monkey Island as Whitey Bones. Overwatch 2, obviously. World of Warcraft as a voice. No name. Stillwater, Diablo 4, Crash Team Rumble. some Overwatch shorts, Starfield, Mortal Kombat 1, Guild Wars 2, more World of Warcraft, more Mortal Kombat Wayfinder, the Harley Quinn series as Catwoman, Jurassic World Chaos Theory TV series that apparently exists, World of Warcraft, Diablo 4, Wild Peak, and something called Three Colors Pan-African. What's that? That sounds interesting. An anthology film exploring black existence through the colors of the Pan-African flag. Oh, cool. Reviews are pretty good. Oh, took home some prizes at the Slam Dance Festival. Cool. I need to write that down. Hang on. Oh, oops. Don't delete that. There we go. Interesting. That's an interesting filmography. Let's see. All right, Lucy Liu, still the Bright Queen. I genuinely don't recognize her voice as the Bright Queen. I genuinely don't. I'm reasonably familiar with Lucy Liu, but I keep forgetting that it's her. Ray Chase. Did I Google him? Previously, I might have. Oh, here's another jobbing actor. It's like over a dozen credits in the last 2 years alone. Jesus Christ, holy shit, this goes on forever. Oh my god, okay. Right, no, it's Gendo Ikari from Neon Genesis Evangelion, the redub. Yeah. Mobile Suit Gundam, World of Warcraft. Death Rally, of all things, in 2011. Cool. Star Wars The Old Republic, Saint Seiya Lost Caravan, New Prince of Tennis, Sword Art Online, Hunter x Hunter, Blue Exorcist, Doki Doki Precure, Marvel Heroes, Killer Instinct, Hearthstone, Magi The Labyrinth of Magic, Elder Scrolls Online, Ace Combat Infinity, Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, The Irregular Magic High, Your Lie in April, Alt Noah 0, Disgaea 5, Kuroko's Basketball, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Mobius Final Fantasy, Durarara, Rocka Braves of the Six Flowers, God Eater. It's just so much anime. Holy shit. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Fallout 4, Testament of Sister New Devil. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Dragon Ball Super as Piccolo in the Bang Zoom dub. I don't know exactly what that is. Mr. Osamatsu, Star Ocean, King's Glaive, Final Fantasy, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Berserk, Mob Psycho 100 as Onigawara, Battlefield 1, World of Final Fantasy, Tyranny. Oh, cool. As Tunon the Adjudicator. Final Fantasy 15, Star Ocean and Nemesis, Last Man, Saga Scarlet Grace, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue as the Master, Naruto Shippuden, Fire Emblem Heroes, Justice League Dark, Halo Wars 2, Nier Automata, Horizon Zero Dawn, Blue Exorcist, Kyoto Saga, Mass Effect Andromeda, Final Fantasy 15 again, Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans, Twin Star Exorcist, Fire Emblem Heroes, Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, Fairy Tail Dragon Cry World, and What Do You Do at the End of the World, Grand Blue Fantasy, more Final Fantasy 15, Kibao Blasters, Fortnite, Agents of Mayhem, Destiny 2, Lego City Fate Apocrypha, Final Fantasy 15 Comrades, Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 15 Episode Ignis, because he's playing Noctis, you see. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. Bungo Stray Dogs, March Comes In Like a Lion, Valkyria Chronicles 4, Furikuri. Detective Conan, God of War, Pillars of Eternity, Dragon Pilot, Sword Art Online, Backstreet Girls, My Hero Academia, Octopath Traveler, World of Warcraft, The Walking Dead, My Hero Academia again, Telltale's The Walking Dead, Pathfinder Kingmaker, Sirius the Jaeger, Dragalia Lost, Soul Calibur 6, Trolls The Beat Goes On, Epic 7, Radiant, Fallout 76, Smash Bros Ultimate, Judgment, Voltron, Legendary Defender, Last Year the Nightmare, Mob Psycho 100 again, Cells at Work, Kingdom Hearts 3, Anthem, Left Alive, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Days Gone, One Punch Man, Blood Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, Akash, Path of 5, Attack on Titan, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Ni no Kuni, Pokemon Masters, Daemon X Machina, Borderlands 3, Oceanhorn 2, Teasing Master Takagi-san, Carol and Tuesday, Wonder Woman Bloodlines, Indivisible, Fate Grand Order, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Persona 5 Royal, Death Stranding, Shenmue 3, Saga Scarlet Grace, Vinland Saga, Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K Reawakened, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Legends of Runeterra as Steam, Rainbow Butterfly Unicorn Kitty, I don't know what the fuck that is, One Punch Man, Altered Carbon, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Fallout 76 Wastelanders, Tales of Runeterra as Twisted Fate, Justice League After Dark, Adam Strange, Baki, The Last of Us Part 2, Blockbuster How to Catch a Yeti, Dragons, Dogma, Batman Death in the Family, Demon Slayer, Shin Megami Tensei 3, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, World of Warcraft again, Pupel of Chimney Town, Tales of Runeterra again as Twisted Fate, Fallout The Frontier, Everspace 2, ReZero, Starting a Life in Another World, Cookie Run, Kingdom, Dota, Dragon's Blood, Nier Replicant, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, The Deer King, Seven Deadly Sins, Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan, Tales of Arise, Lost Judgment, Death Stranding Director's Cut, Eden Zero, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Licorice Pizza, of all things, Halo Infinite, Blade Runner Black Lotus, The Orbital Children, Wildflower, Xenorealms, Nature Talks to Itself, Constantine the House of Mystery, Detective Conan, Does This Man Ever Sleep? The Last Clockwire, Boruto The Next Generation, Shin Tennis no Oji-sama, Saints Row, Soul Hackers, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, New Tales from the Borderlands, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Midnight Suns, Boss Baby Christmas Bonus, Series XY of Pokemon, Fire Emblem Engage, more Demon Slayer, more Detective Conan, Ultraman, Street Fighter 6, Diablo 4, Black Clover, Remnant 2, Armored Core 6, Starfield, Bungo, Stray Dogs, Cyberpunk 2077, Goodnight World, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Tales of Arise, Jujutsu Kaisen, Seven Deadly Sins, Blue Exorcist, Monsters 103, Like a Dragon, Grand Blue Fantasy, Jujutsu Kaisen, Helldivers, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord, Mashal Magic and Muscles. It's still going. We're not even in 2025 yet. Palia. Demon Slayer again, X-Men 97, Elder Scrolls Online, Destiny 2 The Final Shape, fucking more Shin Megami Tensei, more Nier Automata, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, The Witcher, Sirens of the Deep, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Solo Leveling, Dune Awakening, Date Everything, Raito Remaster, Death Stranding 2, Big City Greens, City the Animation, more Demon Slayer, Borderlands 4, Isekai Quartet, The Mighty Nine, which is where we are now, and after the Mighty Nine, he still has like 9 more fucking credits. Rooster Fighter, Needy Girl Overdose, Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, Kill Blue, Reseer, Starting a Life in Another World, Devil May Cry, and Rock, Paper, Scissors. What the fuck? Go to bed! Go to bed! Sleep for once in your life. Take a holiday. What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought I was a workaholic. Oh my god. So you just play an executioner and priest. I didn't think I'd get a fucking credits list 400 miles long. Jesus. Go to sleep, Ray Chase. I'm begging you. You're gonna die. Oh my god. You know what? I'm not a workaholic. I don't work too much. I work too little, if anything. I don't do enough. I should do more things. I think this man, like, I think if you build, like, a voice recording booth in a studio somewhere, I think this man just spawns in there. I think it just comes with a voice acting booth. I think it just, like, shows up. I think, like, there's just, like, a little pop, and then he's just there, playing, like, 9 parts in 5 anime. Jesus Christ. I didn't even do the whole list. I skipped over a lot of things. Like, besides all the voice acting, he also has like a movie acting career. Like, Jesus Christ. Some people just do something with their lives, I guess. Jesus. It's like seeing the credits list of fucking Mel Blanc. Good lord, that kind of knocked my head right out of whatever the fuck else we were talking about. That's a long-ass fucking list of credits. And he's been in everything. He's been in everything. Good lord. Oh my god. That's a hell of a career to have, though. That's like, if you exist on Earth, you've heard this man's voice in, like, at least 5 things. Like, what must it be like to just have a voice that basically every single person on Earth has apparently heard somewhere? How I felt reading Grey Delisle's IMDb a while back. Yes, Grey Delisle is another one of them. Like, god damn. I don't understand how they're not dead. Oh my goodness. Might as well finish with episode 8, right?